Hello, I have some very important information to share with you today, so sit back and enjoy my TED Talk. Okay, let's get started. So I was reflecting on this year, and I made a playlist of 12 songs reflecting my emotions during the 12 months of this year. Yes, I really did that. If you would like to listen to this playlist, it is linked down below in Spotify. Please enjoy it. Please come follow me. Please come and have fun. So let's get started. So for January, I picked the song Looking Up by Paramore. Now this is one of my favorite pop punk ballads. I have it on vinyl. I have the whole album on vinyl. And it's kind of self-reflective of how I was feeling during the time. I was feeling very optimistic. Things were really looking good for me in the city that I moved to a year ago. And just good things were happening, okay? A lot of people were feeling this. A lot of people were feeling optimistic after the mess that was 2019, okay? We were all hoping for something better. And did we get it? No, we did not. For February, I picked Daylight by Matt and Kim, which is a very great song that everybody knows. Even if you don't know the title, you know this song very well. It has a very upbeat, poppy tune that makes you feel good. Like I said, the song's about making your way in life and feeling optimistic. And that's how I was feeling. I was still doing very well for myself, feeling very creative and prosperous and all of that. And yeah, soon it will go very much downhill. For March, I picked All Things by Betty Who, which is the theme song for Queer Eye. Betty Who is fantastic. I love every song that she puts out. She makes me feel good inside. Not that way. Not that way. Stop it. Stop it, that's gross. That is gross. Yeah, it's another song about being with people that you enjoy and them making you feel like $1 million, okay? So I had just come back to my hometown during this point, and I was feeling very good. I was feeling very good about it. I could come and see my boyfriend. I could come and see my family. It was a really good time. And I wasn't thinking, too much about the future, what would happen, how long I would be here. Things happen, things change in life, So, yeah. Let's move on to April. I picked Modest Mouse, The World at Large, which is a song very much kind of not really the same tone as the last song. It's more about, knowing the problems in the world and knowing that you can't really fix anything. So that's how I was kind of feeling. Yeah, let's just say, I was getting kind of less optimistic, So was the rest of the world. I was still kind of finishing school. Everything was kind of, still kind of peachy. I could actually, sleep in a nicer bed and wake up when I wanted, even though I was working constantly. Yeah. So for May, my mood kind of soured, and I was getting very bored with my daily routine. I was working all the time, and then I was going to school, which is not healthy. I was working 60 hours a week as a frontline worker at a grocery store. And I'm bored by Iggy Pop very much reflects this. I'm just bored. It's very self-explanatory. Don't question me about it. I wanted to put the song in, okay? Now for June, more boredom occurs, so I picked the song Boredom by Tyler, the Creator in Rex Orange County. Now, besides being a really good song, it talks about how, you get bored in life, but you gotta find time to do stuff and to be creative and, lift yourself up, in a sense. I feel like that's how I was feeling, because even though I wanted to do that, I was still working a bunch, and not being able to get up because I was so sore, but trying to find time to do little things that would make my day better, even though time was slowly slipping away and I kept forgetting to do stuff like laundry and brushing my teeth and showering like I was supposed to. For July, I picked the song Overthinking It by Willow. Now this is a song that I also enjoy, something that we can all relate to, overthinking things and depression and anxiety and feeling that there's a lot to do in the world, but, you know, just overthinking things. Like the title says. Willow is great. Now, August was the peak of boredom for me. I was feeling just stuck, but I was a little bit optimistic. There was a new school starting again, and I was like, yeah, I'll have more time to do stuff, even though I had all the time in the summer. It was bad, okay? So I picked another song about boredom, called Bored by Tessa Violet. And this is a great song. It's very upbeat again, but it talks about being bored with your routine and bored with your life, which I can very much relate to. I think we can all very much relate to that. So going on to September, if summer 2020 was the peak of boredom, fall 2020 was the peak of anxiety and depression of this year. It was not good. I was doing school online, which, it's not the best, but I got through it. There were some rocky bumps in the road, if you want to call it that. I still managed to get good grades for somehow. So I picked the song This City by Sam Fisher, which talks about moving to a city and that city breaking your heart, which my hometown kind of did that. I will have to admit, it's just, it was the start of, you can fill in the blanks of just not so great feelings. Mm-hmm. So October, I picked a song that quite reflected how I was feeling. I was floating through time, and this song is I Always Want to parentheses Sometimes by the 1975, which there's a lot of songs that are very relatable in the 1975, very self-reflective, if you want to call it that. So at this point in my life, I was feeling some not so great feelings and trying to deal with that and trying to figure out, is this ever going to get better? Some of these things I couldn't control. So for November, I picked I Want to Get Better by Bleachers. Now this is another song that I picked that I've loved forever. It's a song about dealing with trauma. Even, Jack Antonoff had a million times worse of trauma than I did. But it still is kind of relatable of wanting to get better after that trauma. And we can all relate to that. I mean, I was trying to lift myself back up, get back into a routine of things and finish up whatever school I had that term. And I did. And things were starting to look better again, I guess. Now for December this month, I picked It Is What It Is by Blood Orange. Now this song is about Bev Hines, aka Blood Orange, also moving to a new city and then not having such a great time and, just saying the world it is what it is. You gotta just move through the motions, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. Hopefully 2021 will be just like a little bit better. I'm trying to lift myself up back up. That is my playlist. Thank you for my speech. You can all go home now and, do something better with your lives. Once again, my Spotify playlist will be linked down below.
Please subscribe. If you don't, that's cool too. I'm not judging.